Hockey is a global game, and in its illustrious history, the NHL has seen some of the greatest talent come from all over the world and compete for the coveted prize of the Stanley Cup. Amongst that talent, we've witnessed incredible European players separate themselves from their peers and stand alone as some of the greatest scorers, defensemen, captains, and goalies in NHL history. Number 10, Matt Sundin. Sundin made history when he became the first European-born player to be selected number 1 in 1989 by the Quebec Nordiques. However, it would be with the Toronto Maple Leafs where he would make his name. He was the Maple Leaf captain for 11 seasons, and when he rested, he was the longest-serving non-North American-born captain in NHL history. He is the Maple Leafs franchise leader in goals, scoring 420 in points, 987. He retired having finished 23rd in all-time career goals at 564, 35th in all-time assists with 785, and 28th in all-time points with 1,349. He played in the NHL All-Star Game 8 times and has accolades such as the fastest overtime goal, scoring in just 6 seconds. Sundin is also the first Swedish player to reach 1,000 points and one of 3 players to score at least 20 goals in each of their first 17 seasons. Sundin was inducted in the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2012. Number 9, Peter Forsberg. Known as Peter the Great, Forsberg made his NHL debut in 1995, but he came into the league with high expectations as the previous year he led Sweden to a gold medal in the Lillehammer Olympics. And Forsberg didn't disappoint as he won the Calder Memorial Trophy as a rookie. Despite his injury-plagued career, Forsberg's greatness left a mark in the NHL as he is 9th all-time in career points per game and 5th all-time in career assists. He led the Colorado Avalanche to 2 Stanley Cup wins, once in '96 and then again in 2001. 2003 was another big year for Peter the Great as he won the Art Ross Trophy and the Hart Memorial Trophy, while finishing first for the Bud Light Plus Minus Award too. He's another member of the Triple Gold Club, winning each trophy twice. Forsberg was elected into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2014. Number 8, Peter Stastny. We again have another Peter the Great, but this time it's a Slavic Canadian who at the time was the second highest scorer in the league as he played for the Quebec Nordiques. Stastny won the Calder Memorial Trophy in 1981, and that would be just the beginning of Stastny's accolades. He was the first rookie to collect over 100 points, shares the NHL record for the most assists by a rookie with 70, holds the NHL record for points in a game by a rookie with 8, and the NHL record for points in a road game with 8 as well. 8 might be his lucky number as he played in 8 NHL All-Star games too. Stastny was elected into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1998. He's currently ranked 34th all-time in NHL points. Number 7, Borje Salming. Salming, better known as the King, paved the way for many Europeans for generations. He made his NHL debut in 1974 for the Toronto Maple Leafs and was regarded as one of the best defensemen of all time. By the time he left the Leafs, his impact was all over their history books. Holds the most career points by a defenseman, most career goals by a defenseman, most career assists, most assists in a season, and best career plus-minus for the organization. He was named to the All-Star team at the World Hockey Championships in 1973 and was awarded the Viking Award 3 different times. The Kings' number 21 jersey is retired by Toronto. In 1996, he was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. Number 6, Teemu Selanne. Selected by the Jets with their 10th pick, the moment Selanne stepped onto the NHL rink, he was a star. He scored 76 goals in his very first season, the most by any rookie ever, which earned him the Calder Memorial Trophy and the nickname the Finnish Flash. Selanne would go down as the highest scoring Finn in NHL history. When he retired in 2013, he was 11th all-time with 684 points and had accumulated 1,457 points, which is 15th all-time. He scored 50 goals in a single season on 3 different occasions and accumulated 100 points in 4 different seasons. This type of offensive power earned him 10 NHL All-Star games and was awarded the Maurice Richard Trophy in 1998-99 season, as he led the league in scoring. In 2007, he finally got the coveted prize, winning the Stanley Cup as a member of the Anaheim Ducks. Selanne holds numerous records for the Ducks, including most goals in a single season with 52, most assists all-time with 531, second in most points all-time with 988, and most hat tricks with 13. In 2017, Selanne was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, while 2 years prior, the Ducks would retire his number 8 jersey. Number 5, Stan Mikita. Another hockey pioneer, Mikita spent his NHL career with the Chicago Blackhawks and was largely considered one of the best centers for his time. In 1961, he would become the first Slovakian to win the Stanley Cup, and before he retired, he would have a staggering list of accomplishments. Ranked 14th all-time in points, 18th in assists, 31st in goals, and 40th in games played. Safe to say Mikita was a nightmare on the ice. He won the Hart Memorial Trophy twice, once in 1967 and then he repeated it again in 1968. He'd also win the Art Ross Trophy as the leading scorer in the league in 64-68, while winning the Lady Byng Memorial Trophy in 67 and 68. He was named to 6 NHL first All-Star teams and played in 9 of them. He's the only player in NHL history to win the Hart, Art Ross, and Lady Byng trophies in the same season, doing so consecutively. His number 21 jersey was retired by the Blackhawks and was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1983. Number 4, Alexander Ovechkin. Ovechkin's considered one of the greatest players in NHL history, picked first overall in the 2004 draft by the Washington Capitals. He wouldn't make his NHL debut until the lockout ended, and he would be well worth the wait. Stepping onto the ice in 2005, he would have an immediate impact as he won the Calder Memorial Trophy, finishing his rookie year with 106 points, which included 52 goals and 54 assists. He would set the tone for the rest of his career. Ovechkin scored 46 goals in his second season and then scored 65, still the most in the 21st century. Ovechkin also had 47 assists and led the NHL with 112 points, winning the Art Ross, Richard, and Hart trophies and the Lester B. Pearson Award. Ovechkin won the Richard and Hart trophies and Pearson Award again in 2008-09 after leading the NHL with 56 goals. He's won the Richard Trophy 8 times and the Hart Trophy as league MVP 3 times, and reached the 50-goal mark 8 times. The greatest moment of his career came in 2018 when he finally won the Stanley Cup, was voted winner of the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoff MVP leader after leading all players with 15 postseason goals. Currently, Ovechkin sits at number 3 on the NHL all-time goal list. He has scored 30 goals in an NHL season for the 16th time, one short of Mike Gartner's NHL record. He tied Gretzky and Mike Bossy for the most 50-goal seasons in NHL history with 9. Ovechkin also became the oldest player in NHL history to score 50 goals in a season. He also holds the record for the most power play goals in NHL history, and is perhaps primed to take the number 1 spot for the most goals scored ever. Number 3, Jaromir Jagr. Jagr played 33 seasons and over 2,000 games. No wonder he was called the Ageless Wonder. Picked 5th overall in the 1990 draft by the Pittsburgh Penguins, he'd lead his team to back-to-back Stanley Cup wins in 1991 and 1992 seasons. Individually, his accolades are almost unmatched. Jagr has won the Art Ross Trophy 5 times, with 4 of them coming in a row, and he's been awarded the Lester B. Pearson Award by his fellow players on 3 occasions. On top of that, he won the Hart Memorial Trophy once, while coming second in the race 4 times. Jagr has the second most points in NHL history and 5th in career playoff points. At age 18, he was the youngest player in the NHL, and at age 45, he was the oldest player in the NHL, so his longevity is amazing. He's also amongst the career leaders in several other major NHL regular season statistical categories, including 5th in assists, 3rd in games played, 1st in overtime goals, and game-winning goals. Jágr ranks in the top 20 in playoff points, goals, assists, overtime goals, game-winning goals, games played, power play goals, and shots on goal. He also had the most consecutive 30-goal seasons with 15, most consecutive 70-point seasons with 15, is the only player to play in the Stanley Cup Finals as both a teenager and at age 40. He's also the oldest player to score 60 points in this season and the oldest to score a hat trick at age 42. When it comes to team records, he nearly owns every Pittsburgh Penguins record there is, from most points in a single season to assists, game-winning goals, goals scored by a right wing, playoff goals, overtime goals, and many more. But what's even more staggering is that he owns multiple records for the New York Rangers as well, such as most single-season goals, points, power play goals, and game-winning goals. Once he actually hangs up the skates, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, is likely to get his jersey retired by 2 organizations. By the way, the Ageless Wonder has been playing. Who knows how many more years he might keep it going. Number 2, Nicklas Lidstrom. Widely regarded as the best defenseman in NHL history, Lidstrom was first drafted by the Detroit Red Wings in 1989. He'd play in the NHL for 20 seasons where he won the Stanley Cup 4 times, 2 of them being back-to-back in 97 and 98, while the other 2 coming in 2002 and 2008. What really separated him from the rest of the pack was his defensive ability, and he has the accolades to back it up. Lidstrom won the James Norris Memorial Trophy 7 times, and also took him the playoffs MVP trophy, Conn Smythe Trophy, once. While he played, the Red Wings made the playoffs every year, making it the longest playoff streak by a player in NHL history. Lidstrom is also the all-time leader in games played with a single NHL team by a European-born player and was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2015. He is the first European-born defenseman to reach 1,000 points and leads the NHL for most games played by a European player with 1,564. He also holds a record for most regular season wins with 900 wins and retired with the highest postseason plus-minus with plus 61. His accomplishments carried on to the latter part of his career as well, as he's the oldest player to record his first hat trick and oldest defenseman to record a hat trick, both coming when he was 40. He is also the oldest Norris Trophy winner. While for the Red Wings, he leads the organization in points and assists in a single season by a defenseman and postseason assists in games played, the best regular season plus-minus with plus 450 along with many other records. Number 1, Dominik Hasek. The Dominator, Dominik Hasek, tops our list as he's possibly the greatest goalie in NHL history. He was picked up by the Chicago Blackhawks in 1983, but would play most of his career with the Buffalo Sabres. He'd win 6 Vezina trophies, which is the most by any individual goalie. He also became the first goalie to win Maple Hart Memorial trophies. He became the second goaltender to win the Lester B. Pearson Award for most outstanding player in the league. Hasek would earn the ultimate prize in hockey in 2002 when he became the first European-trained goalie to win the Stanley Cup, which he did so by setting the record for shutouts in a postseason at the time. The Dominator holds the highest career save percentage record with 92% and is the 7th in all-time goals against average with 2.2 and the 3rd highest single-season save record with 93%. Hasek is the only goalie to face the most shots per 60 minutes and have the highest save percentage in one season. He did that twice. He is the oldest goaltender in NHL history to post a 30-win season. It's an understatement to say that Hasek left his mark on the Sabres franchise, as he owns 25 records in that organization. These include everything from most all-time games played, wins, shutouts, and lowest goals against average to most shutouts in a single season, and lowest goals against average in a single season. He also has one of the most impressive single-game performances by any player in NHL history, where he made 70 saves in a 4 overtime shutout. Hasek's 70 saves set a record, which still stands for the most saves in the game without allowing a goal. He'd be inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2014. How did we do? Anyone missing? Anyone you would rank differently? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell beside it so you're notified the next time we upload a new video. With that being said, you just watched us count down the 30 best European NHL players of all time. See you next time.